I love fish. I love fish.
You do.
I love
She
all.
loves fish.
Yeah. Well, I love all kinds of fish. Raw fish, like a sushi, cooked fish or dry fish. I
Live fish,
love
dead
them
fish.
all. Not so much for steak. Maui has a lot of abundant seafood restaurants with the freshest fishes. So for me, what better place to evaluate which one is the best seafood than Maui and Hawaii? So for this trip, I tried and we tried five.
Mostly she tried.
Yeah, mostly I tried. We tried 4 different the seafood dishes so far. We was gonna try one more today, but apparently we just find out they're closed today. So we're gonna try pick something else. Taste the crust.
Tasty Crust restaurant.
Taste the crust restaurant. I had macadamia nut crusted mahi mahi. I was a little bit surprised how delicious the fish was, and that was very well prepared and very well cooked. Wow. Very sweet. The sauce is sweet and sour.
I had to drag her, kicking and screaming, to Tasty Crust because it's this little diner in the middle of Wailuku. Nothing anybody ever talks about unless you're local and you know it.
Yeah.
And so I told her, no, their food's good. They're actually known for their pancakes, but their pancakes aren't that good,
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah.
But people love their pancakes.
Yeah.
But they had a special, and it was the mahi mahi.
Yeah, mahi mahi. There was a
Catch of the
catch
day.
of the day.
Yeah.
And then there was like my dish. There was 4 very skinny 4 fillets with covered with fine macadamia ground nuts and sautéed, and it was just really delicious. And also they served with the butter lemon sauce. That is also very delicious. There was a tangy and sweet and very citrus flavor. I enjoyed it so much. And next day, we went to Mama's Fish House. There is no word to really describe Mama's Fish House. I had bouillette base.
Bouillabaisse.
Bouillabaisse. What I had?
Bouillabaisse.
Bouillabaisse. It's more like
Has
it's
the bouillabaisse.
Bouillabaisse.
Love you very much.
We had gone to Mama's Fish House a few times already. This is my 5th time visiting Maui. But last time, like a few years back, a couple of years ago, I fell in love with a grilled hamachi collar. And I fell in love. After I tasted hamachi collar, I just looking for everywhere. Any seafood restaurant I went, I always ask. Hamachi collar. Warm? Oh my God. This is the most I'm excited about. Collar. Oh. So good. The particular dish, they didn't have this time. But the waitress added that hamachi collar in my bouillabaisse stew.
Oui.
No word I can describe that how spectacular the dish was. We fried it. So there's a little bit salt and pepper with the fry. Okay. like inside is like white chiffon cake. If somebody twists my arms, still, which one is the best restaurant? Mama's Fish House is the one.
Well, Mama's Fish House is ranked one of the 10 top restaurants in the country. So if they don't, and basically all they do is fish. So if they don't do their fish well, then they don't deserve the ranking.
Yeah.
They do their fish well. It's one of the few places I'll actually eat fish, and I did order fish.
Paella fish market. I had the salmon with Cajun seasoning. That was just delicious. I mean, we've gone there restaurant every time we come to Maui. This time I had the salmon. And when the waitress brought my dish to the table, oh my God, smells the heaven. Of course, not for him. He doesn't like the salmon.
It smelled like hell to me, but smelled like heaven to her.
Mm-hmm. The fish cooked to the perfection. They seared the salmon so fast, and the outside is very crispy. I think they cook with lots of butter. Not 100% sure. And then they kept the moist interior. So when you eat, the juice is coming out of the interior fish. It was so delicious. It's like. So what I got here, blackened salmon with rice and whole potato. So let's try the blackened salmon. It's big piece. Ooh, look at that. Salmon is so fresh. And salmon is so juicy. When I push down, the water coming out. Look. When I push down, water coming out. That's how juicy that is. That's just amazing. Wow. Fresh, super fresh, sweet, and it was just delicious.
I'll see
Tasty.
you in Paella on the beach at Ho'okipa. Oh, never mind.
And we went to Hula Bistro. I was not really in a mood long drive away after I had like a horrific dizziness from road to Hana.
Young was in a foul mood that day.
I was.
She was yelling at me every time I took a turn in the car.
Yeah. I closed my eyes and I tried to stay alive.
It was so car sick.
It was hard. But Steve really wants to go, so I gave in. But I'm glad I did. That restaurant, the dish we had, 5-star restaurant dish, only half of the price. Mine was only $29 with the 2 big fillet of mahi-mai, which was the catch of the day for their restaurant. There was just very lightly soy sauce seasoned. I ended up using a large amount of soy sauce for the sauce. For the dish. It was amazing. It was just spectacular. It was very, very good.
Is it good?
So fresh.
Really fresh?
So fresh. It has soy sauce, gravy on top.
Mm-hmm.
It's not so sweet.
Is that like a really light teriyaki?
Mm-hmm. Very light teriyaki sauce. It's really amazing. And not only fish was good, the vegetable, Maui spinach.
Hula spinach.
Hula spinach.
Yes.
The spinach was so delicate, sweet, it's just really good. And lots of butter, of course, make it better. And so I enjoyed it very, very, very much. Speaking of the dessert, Stevie will tell you. dessert.
I will.
Yeah.
I
Was
love the
good.
dessert. The dessert was really good. I had a coconut cream pie there, but they had a case full of all these homemade desserts that they made, and all looked good. And I could have started from the left and worked my way all the way to the right and eaten every dessert in that
Yeah.
case. It was so good. They had a banana macadamia nut rum cake that
Yeah.
looked so good, and they had homemade key lime pie. They had lilikoi pie. They had you name it, they had it. It all looked good. I finally picked the coconut cream pie, and I was not disappointed. That was
Yeah.
an incredible dish.
All those desserts homemade. We are making single video just for the Hula Bistro. Please stay tuned. And it was just amazing, spectacular experience. The reason I love to come to Maui because of all this fresh, super fresh, delicious seafood. But we had a limited time. I was able to only go 5 different restaurants, but definitely highly recommend to try seafood restaurant.